Now, depending on which way we're leaning on our boat, we'll be able to see how plumb or not plumb we are. It is pretty close to being plumba. I just want to get a mark here. So we have, at this point here, about 90.5.
10 more than we need. So what if it comes down and does that?
Yes.
What is it on with this pencil?
It's only sharpened on one side.
We are installing shelves at both ends of the bed, and we have a new bed. That's what this mess is about. I'm not sure we're sleeping tonight, but it's gonna be really cool when it's done. Previously on Spoondrifter, we spent 3 years in a boatyard bringing our 40-year-old hurricane-damaged sailboat back to life. Todd, I, and 4 of our 10 kids knew nothing about boats when we started, but with time, we have repowered, re-rigged, and turned this boat into a home that's nearly ready for the next big adventure. We've spent this summer learning to sail and adding the last essential pieces before we sail to Florida and leave the U.S. for bluer waters.
41.5. That's about where that would be. We just need a couple lines so we can get some better measurements. Seems pretty square right there. So, soft shackle, that should be in my rigging.
You have a whole pile of stuff to put away. Why put away one thing?
Because it's handy and I know right where it goes. The other things aren't handy. I don't know where they're going right now.
I had laid out a basic idea for these shelves quite a while ago, and Todd had been collecting materials. With our leave date drawing ever closer, we figured we'd better get this done while we were at the dock and had all of Todd's tools at our disposal.
That is at 0, which means that for any other shelf to come, it's going to have to come down like that. So that does go pretty much right to this edge. So that's going to be our depth, 26.5. But there's no actual upright there. No. The upright would be right about here. But we also have to figure out how to have it be flat enough to support leaning against it. So we'll have to think on that for sure. You know,
probably is a better option.
Overall, we have, if we want to go from there to here, 78 inches minus.
Only 78? I had 83.
Well, you're not measuring in a straight line. If you're measuring like this, it's 83.
Okay, so I didn't do it right.
Right? If you're square, you know, that's 82. If I go down to the longest point down there, I'm like 83.
So I didn't do it wrong.
But it's like, where do you measure from? Over there to do your math for a shelf. And closing the face of it off over to a certain point.
This is hurting my brain. I can't figure this out.
Your brain hurts?
Yes. I can't. I don't know.
Would you like me to massage your brain?
I don't know what the answer is.
There is no good answer. We're just going to have to cut some pieces and stand them up in here and see what they look like and then start tweaking it, how we can make it work. We know the basic system is going to be shelves. We're not having drawers in here. We're having shelves. And whether we cover them on the front with something that you reach into or whether we have them open, have some sort of netting to hold stuff in, I don't know yet. That's problem number 2.
Do we get to go to a hotel tonight?
Right? Who knows, man? You might get to sleep up in the cockpit under the stars.
You guys, why can't this ever just be simple?
Well, yeah, it's a boat.
When we were laying in bed this morning talking about this, we were like, yeah, let's do it. Now I'm like, what the heck are we doing? Oh.
Yeah.
This is how we get into these messes. Laying in bed in the morning, having conversations about what could be. I've been doing so good with my emotional eating, which has really helped my weight loss. I'm not on a diet. I'm just trying to control my emotional eating. And now I know why I gained so much weight in the last 4 years fixing this boat, because doing this project has me going, I need chocolate and a Dr. Pepper. Like, seriously, that is what emotional eating is.
Can I have chocolate and Dr. Pepper too?
Look at this mess. It's just like random screws and things that Todd gets mad if we throw them away. Well, there's the bed, but it looks a little worse for wear.
It's only got a dozen holes in it. Come on.
In theory, it's okay.
Hand this to the responsible one, it says. That would not be me. I thought you said this was only 36 pounds.
We were talking about the refrigerator, not the bed.
Oh. Okay. Alright, that's for you. I gotta carry wood.
What?
I gotta carry wood.
Alright, how's it coming?
Fine, I need you to draw a line.
Outside or inside?
Outside. Hang on. Until I tell you. There you go.
It's looking good. You can do that again. It's looking good, dear.
It's coming together.
But I don't think we're going to sleep in there tonight.
Probably not.
You're like, the air conditioner's in here.
That's right. It is.
That's what I did for us.
Ah, awesome.
Alright.
Guess what?
This is our bed for tonight.
Guess what?
We're getting more lumber because we ran out. This project has become much bigger than we kind of thought in our heads it was going to be and what was going to be required. But the line here at Lowe's was super long, and so after we got everything we needed, I bailed on Todd and I'm sitting in the truck. I'll have to get out and help him. It's kind of crazy boat work. You decide, hey, today let's do this. And then days later, maybe it's done. We're actually only on day 2, so it's not terrible, but I anticipate we've probably got 2 days left ahead of us. That includes painting it, me painting it. Lights are working again. That light has been out for what, a couple of days, because it's just a blinking red light, and it's so funny how many people don't know what to do with that. Like that they're just supposed to alternate and take every other person goes. If you know how to do a 4-way stop, you should know how to do a when everybody has a red blinking light. Maybe they think everybody doesn't have a red blinking light. Maybe they think everybody else has a yellow.
Yeah, but if it's a blinking red light, it means everybody does.
Yeah. Anyways, I don't know. It's just funny to watch how confused some of the tourists in our town are. Well,
are you truly talking to me when I've got numbers in my head? I have 5 numbers in my head, and you asked me a question. Now I gotta go figure my numbers again. It's like when somebody's counting and you go 13, 12? Yeah.
why is that not a
It didn't
straight?
need to be straight. It's gonna be scribed to fit the boat curve. It's actually gonna end up being round.
Hello, Susitna. What do you think? Yeah, what do you think? Susitna has been running away regularly. We've been keeping the front door open because the air conditioner is not on and we're trying to get as much breeze as we can. And if the doors are open, Susanna is exploring. Last night, Abigail thought that we had lost her, and Betsy said, maybe she fell overboard. That about destroyed Abigail. Todd had to get up and go help find Susanna, who was zooming up and down the dock and back and forth between the boats. So she had not fallen in the water. Let's go see how the project in the back is coming. Well, how's it coming? You got numbers in your head again and I'm not supposed to talk to you?
I'm gonna have to remember that, right? Don't talk to me, I got my numbers in my head. You know, I went into the gas station to buy something and I walk up to the guy and he is literally, it was the hotel to check in, and he was literally in the middle of a stack of ones of counting, and I really thought about saying, I'm here to check in, can I check in please? He would have messed up. I waited for him to finish. What do you think? So far so good? We've already filled them up. I just don't know what to do.
And there's no place for the bed. Well, I don't think we're going to get done today.
Well, no, we're not going to get done today. I said I'd like to get done with the trim today, but you know, part of that was how long it took us to go get the rest of the materials. You know, 2 hours almost. Kind of kills you for productivity.
Are you hollered?
Yeah, hold that up. Right here, push it in flush with the bottom of that cleat. So we know it's straight. You got it?
Ish. It's kind of hard to tell.
Yeah, well, I need you to hold it in place good enough. I can use 2 hands, but I can't because you got a hand on the camera, so.
He's bad-mouthing you guys. We want to bring you along, but sometimes it's really hard to do all of this with a camera in one hand.
I'm over here going. Alright, here we go. In and out, in and out, in and out. Should just go get the chops off.
And put it in here?
No, outside. But, you know, one more tool to carry up from the dock and back to the dock.
You're kind of making a giant mess to get this in and out, huh?
I'm being chased by a 1x2 and 1x4 and I don't know what to do. Alright. Up we go. Alright, so I admit defeat. Defeat, both of them have stinky toes, and so we have to run faster or harder. I don't know, what's the answer? Boats are like, every piece has to have a curve in it, right?
Yeah, you're not just doing one curve one direction. It's curved this way and it's curved up and down.
So long story short, this project is taking a little longer than we anticipated, so we're, you know, hanging out in the living room, well, the settee area, actually underneath on top of the kitchen tables where we're sleeping, which is not very even for us big adult people.
Todd's complaining a lot.
Our backs are killing us from sleeping out here. So anyway, this has to be a 2-part video because, hey, it's just a big project.
It is a big project. And we know that you are excited to see how it turns out because you have watched till the end.
Yes.
And we appreciate you guys that are watching clear to the end.
And, you know, hopefully this will give you some ideas on your remodel of your master berth in your boat, right?
And if you don't have a boat, you can just laugh at us.
Yeah.
Like, there's lots of YouTube channels that we watch, and we just enjoy laughing along with you because we're laughing too. Is just a crazy, crazy adventure. And we appreciate you being here. If you could give us a thumbs up, that would be fantastic. Share it with a friend. It would even be better.
That's right.
And we will see you next week.
Stay tuned next week and see if this boat is still floating or if we sunk it.
Bye-bye.